Sir, I'm in an abusive marriage. The case of divorce, can such person be remarried? In case of divorce, sorry, can such person be remarried? That's the first question.
Of course, why not?
And the second part says, we were told that divorcees will not make heaven.
It's not true.
Unless he or she is remarried.
Then the Bible should have said that whosoever marries and does not divorce shall not perish but have everlasting life. Now, I know I have taught you that divorce is not God, right? Divorce is as a result of their hardness. So if you're in an abusive marriage, it means your husband or wife, whoever is abusing the other, has hardened their heart. So in that situation, divorce could occur. I would rather not be married than be in a marriage where I am abused emotionally, physically, psychologically, spiritually, financially, academically, traditionally. I would rather be alone. What's the benefit of marriage? When you're going home, your heart is doing boom, boom. Say, Father, help me. Father, you're going to your house. No, that's no more your house now. You should think of house and be happy. You should not be wanting to be anywhere other than your home. You should be in a hurry to get home. I'm always in a hurry to get home because I miss many privileges. I miss the joy of playing with my children. I miss the joy of my children touching me, scratching my head and making noise all over me. I miss the joy of my wife sitting before me and asking me and making sure I'm fine, giving me all kinds of... I miss all that. I miss the comfort of my home. I'm in a hurry to get back home quickly. And my home is full of joy. Even if there's misunderstanding, it is done in a very civilized way. Civilized. Honey, I don't like the way that happened. Oh, I'm sorry. We explain. Okay, sorry. And it's over. It's not a matter you're going home, you have to do characteristics of living things. Characteristics of living things. Are you going home or are you going for disco dancing? Let's go dancing. Hoo la la la. Never stay in an abusive relationship. Write it in capital letters if you're writing notes. Never stay in an abusive relationship. Never. Once you are abused in a marriage, it's no more marriage. It is called persecution in the Bible. You are no more in a marriage. You are in a persecution. And what did Jesus say about persecution? He said if you're in a city where you are persecuted, flee. So if for the preaching of the gospel, which Jesus died for, he asks you to flee, is it marriage that has no heavenly value that you will stay and die? What about the marriage? Brother Paul said it's better to marry than to burn. In 1 Corinthians, it's better to marry than to burn. And he was talking to people that are already separated. So once your marriage is no more working and two of you have quitted, start looking for the person you're going to marry and have peace with. Why? Because it's better to marry somebody than to start sleeping around, or than to stay with desire that allows too many temptations. You start jumping temptation and you're even no more organized because you are now struggling to avoid fornication, avoid adultery. You're not thinking, you can't even fulfill the purpose of God for your life. So instead of all that unnecessary battle, pick one fine sister that looks like home for you, marry her and serve the purpose of God. Is it clear? Don't let religion mess you up. Don't let religion. It's better to marry than to burn. The people Paul was talking to are people that are already separated in marriage. Does God hate divorce? Yes. But divorce happens within human beings, and human beings are not God. In all human institutions, once God creates something and gives human beings to manage it, it will always have problems because human beings are imperfect. Are we clear? The reason why I'm hammering is because this divorce remarriage issue is a big deal because pastors have refused to teach it well. So when you bring it up, it's like a sore because people have refused to teach it well. I have a book, Understanding Marriage, Relationships and Family Life, and I dealt with divorce in that book and remarriage with scriptures. If you get it, it will help you. But once you divorce, for whatever reason, okay, let's begin from here. You know that marriage is cultural. There's no Christian marriage. There's no Christian marriage. Marriage is cultural. That's why no pastor can carry a man and a woman and join.